I have received death threats over my comment on Tinubu government, says Obi. Biafra, I will stand as guarantor. Release Nnamdi Kanu, Abaribe tells Tinubu. Nigerian agency NAFDAC seals Chinese supermarket in Abuja for selling expired goods labeled in Chinese only. Summary of the news. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP in 2023 elections, Peter Obi, has said that his New Year message on the state of the nation under the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government has led to threats against his life and family. The former Anambra State governor said he had received all sorts of messages including threats to his life and that of those around him. Daily Trust reports that Obi in his New Year message criticized President Bola Tinubu, asking him to stop overseas trips and conduct his medical examinations in Nigeria. Mr. President, out of the approximately 580 days you have been in office, it is reported that you have spent over 30% or around 180 days on more than 30 publicly recorded overseas trips, Obi had said. However, speaking during an interview on Arise television, the spokesperson of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), Felix Moka, said Obi was crossing the line with his incessant criticism of the ruling party and Tinubu's government. Reacting to Moka's comment, Obi asked Nigerians, "Have I really crossed the line? I asked the question because my New Year message has now led to threats against my life, my family and those around me. While I have received all sorts of messages, one Mr. Felix Moka has gone further to accuse me of crossing the line and has warned that I will face the consequences." He however said he will not be silenced in his resolve to speak truthfully, especially as the nation continues to drift toward undemocratic practices. He said, "We are increasingly transforming into an authoritarian and repressive regime where freedom of expression is being systematically suppressed." Source Daily Trust. Abia South Senator Abaribe has expressed his willingness to stand as a guarantor for Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB). Abaribe informed Tinubu that releasing Kanu will put a stop to the issue of criminalities in the southeast. He said, "I expect the president will listen to both his attorney general and every one of us who have been agitating that the issues in the southeast, first of all the insurgency, the sit at home on Mondays and every other thing we have noticed in the southeast. What we now know in the southeast is that criminals and all other people who advocate violence have taken over and using the name Nnamdi Kanu to perpetuate all these their despicable acts. So we continue to call on President Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, and we are ready and willing to be guarantors for him to be released." Source Punch newspaper. The Chinese supermarket has been sealed by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control (NAFDAC) at Asba Mall, 2 Durban Street, Wuse 2, Abuja. The supermarket was sealed on Monday for allegedly selling goods labeled in Chinese language without its proper notification, according to the Director of Investigation and Enforcement of the agency, Shaba Mohammed. He explained that the agency got credible information about the supermarket, that all the items being sold at the supermarket were labeled in Chinese language, a situation which he said violated NAFDAC regulations. Mohammed, also the chairman, Federal Task Force on Counterfeit, Fake Drugs and Unwholesome Processed Foods with the agency, said upon getting the information, NAFDAC quickly swung into action to find out the situation of things. NAFDAC will not see all these items at the port with every description in foreign language and allow them in. They will have been intercepted immediately, he said. Source Sahara Reporters. Follow for more. January 7th, 2025.